Alright guys, how's everybody doing today? This right here is a really neat one. This is a Ruger Mark III. It kind of reminds me of a Nambu type pistol just because of the way the cocking mechanism works on this thing. So I have two different types of ammunition, and this is one of the tests that I'd like to run. I have loaded in here. This one in here is Remington 22 long rifles, and I have some Winchester 22 long rifles. And I'd just like to fire both of them out of these and see which one stacks up better. So right now we're loaded. I'm taking the safety off. There it is. There we go. So these right here are the Remingtons. Yes, Remingtons. There is very, very little recoil with this thing. I know it's a 22, but I've had 22s that have kicked harder than that. Alright, now that the Remingtons are gone, we're going to test out the Winchesters and see how they stacked up. That cycled very nicely, it was very smooth, definitely an excellent quality ammunition. I imagine these right here will be the same. Of course, the Remingtons were hollow points and these ones are, I guess you could count them as full metal jackets, but not really because they're 22s. Cycled alright. This one right here was definitely louder than our Remingtons. I didn't wear the ear protection because I wanted to compare the noise. These ones were definitely louder. The Winchesters definitely had a louder, more high-pitched sounding volume to them. Of course, they are a little bit more expensive than those Remingtons, but either way, I like them both. Okay, let's see, I bet you these right here are the 22s. They didn't even go in. Look, there's a little 45 stuck in the grill right there. That's awesome. That's going to take more work to get out than what I want to put forth right now. Oh, that's pretty cool. 45 right there. Alright, I completely littered this with 22s. I bet you these here are 22s. They didn't quite go through. Those there are 22s. Let's see, down here I shot with a couple of 22s. I'm sure that's what these right here are. They're just, this right here is just very thin sheet metal, so I'm not surprised those went through. What's the car look like behind this thing? How much damage are we putting into it? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Damn. I'm really glad this is not my grill. Alright, I'm going to go load up some more ammunition and fire at this thing again. I'm going to try and hit this metal plate right here. We're going to see if 22s go through it. Alright, just like before, I have two magazines. One with Remington ammunition and one with Winchester ammunition. So first we're going to start off with the Winchesters. And I'm going to fire them down at the grill. We're going to see what happens. Our first dud from a Winchester. Oh, never mind. Failed to cycle. Alright, there's a couple of Winchester rounds. Now we have the Remington rounds. I prefer the Remingtons. They fire so much better than those Winchesters. I mean, the Winchesters are probably more powerful. That's why they don't feel as good. But these ones are nice. Nope, that was a dud, not a failure to cycle. All right. Now let's go see what these little 22s did to that grill right after I find that dud I dropped. Oh, there it is. That was easy. Definitely a dud. Put that one right there. We'll try and fire that one again here in a second. I want to go see that grill. Alright. I know that I'm not the best shot, but I feel like I did alright right here. I definitely hit that a couple of times. Looks like they went right through and into the car. Just shrapneled it, I'm sure. Alright. I know I hit over here a couple of times as well. But, yeah. Right there's one of them. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I doubt that's one of them, actually. I'm sure it did. I'm sure a 22 would do more damage than that. Even to this hunk of steel. Anyway, let's go load up some more ammo. And fire at this thing a little bit more with that 22. I'm going to hit the silver plating right here. And we're going to see what it does. Alright. Right now I got a mishmash of Remington and Winchester all mixed together. So at the top of this magazine is that dud, that Remington made dud that didn't fire. So we're gonna load it back in, see if we can get it fire with a second chance. Fired that time. Failure to load. There we go. Well, there we go. That's all of my 22 ammunition. This is a very nice gun. I get complimented every time I let someone use this gun, just because the Ruger Mark III is extremely nice. It's a rather heavy for a 22, and the recoil is basically non-existent. For whatever reason, the aerodynamics on it, I'm sure, are why it's a lot quieter than some of the other 22 pistols I have. Very high quality. Cycle's very smooth. It's all around an excellent weapon. It's not really a weapon, it's just a 22, but all around an excellent firearm. Right here, I like the grip handles on this thing. I like the little Ruger emblem right there. That is very neat. I originally got this thing to kind of yin-yang with my 22 caliber 1911 because it was like a ally and Axis dual wielding type of thing. It was a lot of fun. If my 1911 worked a little bit better, then I would be very pleased. Anyway, let's go check out that grill. Alright, it's kind of hard to tell what bullet is what over here. So I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like and let you guys decide what bullet is what. I bet you these little tiny ones, I mean, those might be the 22s, they might not be. I know, I mean, I littered this thing with a couple of 22s, but like I said, I'm not sure what is what. I bet you these are the 22s because that's about the same size hole as that. So 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell between what's the 22 and what got hit with the SKS. Anyway, this was fun. My little 22 Ruger. It's a fun time. I'm gonna break out my my 9mm. I got some ammunition for that I'd like to fire. And a couple of comparison tests. So, if you'd like to see that, subscribe to the channel, and, well, I fully plan on uploading all these videos together at once, so you'll probably find it if you look for it, but if you subscribe, then you'll definitely find it, because it'll show up in your feed, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm having a good day. I'm having a good time. I just wish it wasn't so hot. I hope you guys are having a good time as well.